This is a Learn recording on scalars and vectors. With active viewing of this video, a student will be able to successfully meet the following objectives. 1. I can describe and identify scalar and vector quantities. 2. I can describe the magnitude and the direction of a force vector. What are scalars and vectors? Here we see Stickman Scalar holding up a sign. It says 5 meters long. And we see Stickman Vector holding up an arrow sign, and it says 5 meters east. Scalars. A scalar is a quantity that has magnitude, but no direction. There are many measurements that have scalar quantities, including mass, density, time, area, and temperature. Magnitude refers to the numerical value or quantity. If we take a look at this speed sign, it says the speed limit is 20 kilometers per hour. The magnitude includes the numerical value and unit. 20 kilometers per hour is the magnitude. But there's no direction. It doesn't say the speed limit is 20 kilometers per hour going north and south, but not east or west. It does not give direction left or right. There is no direction because speed is a scalar quantity. It has a numerical value and unit. A vector represents the magnitude of a force plus its direction. A force vector is represented by a line with an arrow at the end. The direction of the arrowhead is the direction the force is applied. Force is applied in a certain direction. Or the force pulls in a certain direction. The magnitude is the numerical value or quantity plus unit, such as 20 newtons. And the direction is represented along with the magnitude in something called a vector. Vector direction, this blue arrow, has the direction right or east. The force direction can be left, right, up, or down, or east, west, north, south. The direction of the arrow indicates the direction of the force. Vector magnitude. Magnitude describes the strength of the force, or the numerical value plus the unit. The length of the arrow changes depending on the magnitude. The length of the arrow indicates the strength of the force. The greater the magnitude, the greater the force, the greater the amount of force, the longer the vector arrow. Here is a summary of scalars and vectors and how they compare. A vector is a physical quantity that has both magnitude and direction. A scalar is a physical quantity with only magnitude, no direction. A vector quantity will be represented with a vector arrow plus the quantity in unit written next to it. A scalar has just a numerical value and a unit. Examples of vectors are velocity and acceleration, which we will look at next. Examples of scalars are mass and temperature. They have a number and a unit, but no direction. After active viewing of this video, a student can successfully meet the following learning goals. You can now describe and identify scalar and vector quantities. You can describe the magnitude and direction of a force vector.